Hey everyone, welcome back to another Tech Tuesdays. And on this episode, obviously we're going to be going through the last part of our audio files and stuff. So, yeah, alright, so I need to have like one of those like intro animations and stuff where it's like super obnoxious, like, all that stuff. But anyway, so we've gone through all of this super complicated stuff, and finally we're going to go to my favorite part, which is the audio section. So in the audio section, we have all of this super difficult stuff in here. So this is what we're going to go through first. First thing is normalize audio, which makes it insanely loud for some reason. I think that literally just normalizes the audio. So if you like turned it up or down or did anything to it, then that restores it to the original point that it was at. So that's what normalized audio is. Up next is reverse audio, which is something I've been using a lot lately, which literally just reverses the, I'll solo it because it'll sound terrible without. What's this though? Oh man, I forgot about the loop. Okay, it's gonna do it again. So yeah, that's what it literally just reverses. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with that. Alright, so strip silence, that literally just gets rid of all the quiet parts. Oh, I forgot to unreverse it. But yeah, alright, so strip silence obviously gets rid of all the quiet parts. Pretty self-explanatory there. Up next is another favorite. This is edit with Melodyne. This is a whole different thing though. Melodyne is a completely different program. So if you have Studio One Professional or higher, I don't think there's anything above professional, but just making sure it's not. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Melodyne. Basically it comes with Studio One if you get the professional. It might come with artists too, but I'm not sure. I believe it only comes with professional. Then you can get a free trial as well. And I'll get into that. It's really complicated. I'm not sure how to use every single thing on it. And obviously you can remove Melodyne. I just edited and undid it. But for basic thing, Melodyne is like basically your auto tune and stuff. So if you like saying really horribly, then you can go in and you can edit how it sounds and stuff. I'm not gonna do it right now, but that's what that is. Fade in the cursor literally just fades it into where you have it selected. So if you want it to fade in right there, then it'll. You see it faded in. So that's what that is. Up next is fade out from cursor, same thing except backwards. It'll fade out from where you have it selected. Create auto fades, we'll just auto fade it to where you need it to be faded when you decide where to do it from. See, it's right there, so then it'll automatically fade on where it needs to fade. So it's basically the same as the other two, as these two. And then create crossfades is like when you're doing this, you see that's a crossfade. So it'll cross between the two, and it'll make it sound all cute and smooth and stuff. That's what that is. Decrease volume is obviously self-explanatory. It'll decrease the actual volume, so you don't have to touch the track here. You can just do it here, and it'll decrease the volume. Then there's increase volume, which increases it. And there's reset gain envelope, which is envelope, whichever one, which is this thing here, where you can also change your volume in it. If you need something more specific, then you can reset that with the reset gain envelope or envelope, whichever you prefer. I just completely ruined this track. Okay, so next is detect transients, which is like all the parts where you play. I guess it'll detect where it is that you actually strum or actually sing, and it'll actually, spike. So that's what that is. We're gonna undo that. If there's anything you guys are learning, it's where the undo button is. Remove bend markers and split at bend markers. I believe those all have to do with the transients. So if I do this, and it should see, it'll get rid of those. So basically just detects where the audio is changing and all that. So that's what that is. Split at bend markers, same thing. It'll split at every section. So if I detect the transients again, I need to just leave it on. And you do that, you see it'll split, so you can have all your millions of parts, and it'll split it all up and be super annoying. I figure that's probably better for when you're doing music and you need to go in to like specific parts. If you want to like do specific parts with Melodyne or something, you can go in and split it all apart and then do that. So that's what I imagine that's for. Detect chords is like It doesn't exactly work, especially with the way I play, but basically it'll detect the chords of the song. You see, it thinks that it's a C minor to a B minor to a B flat major 7, which is right. I mean minor 7, my bad, minor 7 to a A major 7. Actually, it's almost right. And then you can remove the chords. That'll just take them off. Then you can detect the chords again. Then I can extract it to a chord track, which will bring it up here. So what does it say? C minor 7, the B major 7, the B flat major 7, the A major. Wait. C minor? I don't think it's in the right key. They did it backwards. So they think that I'm playing. So that's what they think I'm playing. Not sure how that came about, but that's what they think. Which is almost somewhat close. That sounds like something I would play, so I guess they know what they're doing. Or they know me too well. Then apply the chords from the chord track. I'll bring them down and apply them to this. And then the last part, and then we're done with this series forever. I'm just kidding. Merge to audio part, so that'll merge these two together. I think I talked about these already. Select and pool. You'll select it in here. I remember I talked about the pool in the very first episode. That's what it is. It was just selected in there. So we can put this away now. Oh, it's all empty. That's scary. Alright, and then you've got to send a new sample 1, which will actually send it to a sample. So if you want to sample like something that you put in, you can now do that within sample 1. And it adds it to a whole new track for you, so that's pretty nice. And then the last thing in here is send to new impact. So you can see. Oh, it even breaks it up by each of the sections. So you know how I had to detect I forgot what they were called, but how it detected each of the jumps where I played. It basically has broken all of those up into impact. So you can basically sample your parts in there. It's pretty dope. And then that's everything. So that's basically all of your stuff. Like I said, this is my favorite section. Then instrument parts isn't really helpful for this, especially since it's an audio track. So that's more for MIDI stuff. And I've already showed you guys how to do that in my MIDI episode. So that's pretty much it. Let's see how much I just ruined this song. Not at all. Look at that. Alright, so we're going to bring this back and loop it again. And pretty short episode this time. Obviously, it's not anything super crazy in here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Remember to like and subscribe. And as I always say, if there's any questions you have, just let me know in the comments below.